Hello and welcome to today's Daily Trader Watch video brought to you by the live trade room. Now today is Wednesday the 15th of January. So just before we begin, if you'd like to connect with us, you can do so through our social media channels currently up on the screen. And just to let you know of some of the products and services we make available to our traders, every Monday to Thursday we have our Capital Growth live trade room at 9 p.m. That allows us to look for high probability trades where we look to capitalize on some major market moves, but also allows us to plan for the following day. So it is quite a useful 30-minute webinar to prepare yourself for the coming trading conditions. We also have our signal service for those of you that are interested in benefiting from some high probability intraday trades if you have that time available during the day. So we publish that with all the relevant information to the trade. And the reasons why we get into it from a fundamental and sentiment and technical perspective, and then the trading chart as well, which follows it. We also have this video, which we promote and publish every day. For our traders, they get access to this video a lot earlier before it goes out into the public, so bear that in mind. And then every Thursday at 8 p.m. we do have our trading mentorship webinar for our traders every week. So if you want more information on any of those products and services, just go to a website there in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, www.thelivetraderoom.com, and you're very welcome to join us there. Sorry, our risk warning currently up on screen. Please take a brief moment to familiarize yourself with it. And let's get in to discuss some high probability trading opportunities for the day ahead. And what we'll do on this particular video is just comment on the fact that we've got an important news event. Consumer price index is a year-on-year figure. I just want to share the chart really over the last number of years, and you can see that consumer price index, we kind of peaked around end of 2017, early 2018, and as you can see, the CPI figure has been on a bit of a downtrend ever since. And now we're back to levels that we'd last seen probably the end of 2016. So 3 years, we're seeing this, the consumer price index make new lows. And that very much is in keeping with a lot of the central bank concerns about the UK economy and concerns regarding growth within that economy. So this will be feeding into that. What's priced in currently is a figure of 1.5%. We'll have to wait and see the actual figure as it's released, but the forecast we're looking at is 1.5. And if it comes in at 1.5, then obviously bear that in mind when you're looking at these charts. But if we see a strong deviation off that figure, so for example, if it's a bit less than 1.5, we're likely to see the pound sell off. If it's more than 1.5, we're likely to see the pound extend higher. So bear that in mind as we look at this, the price chart for the pound. And I want to have a look at two pound related markets. The first one is the pound dollar. So it's in a bit of a strange place to a certain degree. We're in this, prices are grinding higher, as you can see, after periods of consolidation, but we are grinding higher. We had a bit of a rollover to the downside off the back of Boris Johnson bringing into law with regards to extending, to avoid extending the transition period, which is at the end of 2020. So that's a bit of a concern. It basically opens up the door again to a no-deal Brexit. So the pound sold off quite considerably, and then we start to see a little bit of momentum higher. So if we get a positive CPI figure tomorrow, we can certainly, in line with the price action as we see it, we could see prices break above 130.20 level, and that could be an interesting opportunity higher. The pound yen is another one. You can see we had been previously in a bit of a downtrend. It's been a bit of an erratic downtrend, but prices have generally been, you've been looking for opportunities to sell. That's beginning to change now as we break out of this level and we consolidated, and then we've broken higher off the back of conservative majority, and then we had Boris Johnson as well impact negatively, and it's finding its feet a little bit again. It's finding support around 141, and what we're looking at is this level in here, the 143.50 level. If we get a positive, again, we're preparing for a slightly more positive CPI figure than negative, and if that's the case, we've got an interesting opportunity in both of these markets to the upside. Trades to the downside are a little bit more difficult to work with because we're quite some distance away from the major levels of support resistance. So we do have an issue if it's a negative figure, but nonetheless, we would expect this market to sell off if we do get a negative CPI figure. So please see the details currently up on screen, and if you do have any further questions, feel free to go to our website, www.thelivetradesroom.com. We do have membership options available for as little as $19.99 per calendar month. So look, all that's left for me to do now is to thank you very much for joining us as always, and we look forward to seeing you next time. For everyone here at the Live Trade Room, take care and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.